The dandelion picture I chose reminded me of the preciousness of finding through what seems to be a dry desert our life again. And today I've been opening to what this wants to bring forward. And it feels that exploring the lower heart, and we'll see what other things come forward. So you can find a comfortable space for your body to be in for about 45 minutes. I'll continue to open to the best of my ability to bring forward some of what this moment wants to bring. So we can begin with just a grounding, finding your curiosity move to the feeling of gravity, reflecting perhaps on how many pounds you are and its relationship to the ground, all 100 or whatever pounds. See if you can feel each bone, the full weight of the marrow and the bone and the tendons and the organs, the blood, the volume of blood throughout the whole body. And while we're bringing all these spiritual energies forward to open to, we always bring the lowest, densest part of ourselves along. So feeling into the flesh and the stuck places and the heavy places that might feel like they have their eyes closed. And it's going to help integrate the healing light that comes forward all the way down into the slowest layers of ourselves, not just the subtle body. And as always, if it ever feels too intense to be here and you're finding a lot of resistance, use this time to self-care and resource. So you can bring attention to anything soothing, like a plant in the room or touching your hands together. If this body guidance becomes overwhelming, feel free to drop it and know that you're not failing. All is God, and you've just been given a new trajectory for the moment. I really never believed anyone when they said that, and always thought that it just meant that I sucked and that it was meaning that I was not spiritually successful. But as I continue, I notice that it really isn't accurate, that there's any particular thing we need to be doing. And if the body is telling you to get out of town in a fight or flight response or super agitated, just tend to that layer of yourself. That being said, you can bring your attention to the surface of the center of the chest. You can bring your palpation, your hand there, right to where it feels like kind of a sweet spot for your own body. And we're opening in a gentle way to the possibility of resource, discovery, and valuing the ordinary as this opening and magic might ensue. So be willing to experience something new, even if it's really subtle. Value it. And as you're here, just calling upon seen and unseen support in the discovery of this heart. So beginning with the center heart and the surface of the heart, you can see what's going on there. There's numbness or tension, simplicity, tingling. It might bring up memories or associations. And for now, staying really simple if you can, just with the actual curiosity of what might be there in sensation. The mind makes everything so complicated and complex and can re-agitate us when we're just exploring the simplest of things. So, giving yourself the felt experience of your heart. Notice the surface of the heart. And then begin to cavern in deeper towards the spine. And you're allowing this to happen, not pushing or even necessarily directing the energy. There's just a willingness to be taken into the depths of the heart. A willingness for life anew. And today we're gonna take the elevator down from the central heart channel into the Hrit Chakra, which is right above the solar plexus and below the central heart. My body just took a nice big breath as I shifted into that place, somewhere my body loves to dwell. You can notice what it's like right at your sternum, right at the bottom of the sternum. And then in. And then going back into the spine or in front of the spine. And just bring innocence to it. If the mind is saying why and has a lot of different ideas, just let some innocence be there. There's no agenda. We're really just explorers, like on a hike. Together, noticing what's actually happening. And you can feel this instant link into resource. And an allowing of the wisdom that's held in the spine there to flow out. I heard that Mother Mira, I think it was, said that this is the seat of the soul. The seat of the soul. And I don't know what that means, but I remember thinking it was true. Feeling that there's an origin point there. Feels like stored stuff there from lifetimes. Positive resources. And I only can find them when I am innocent of all of my ideas of myself. All of my knowings about how it's not going to work. Or how I've been there before. Or that I know what I'll find. Feels like this aspect of the heart is intertwined with the earth in a way that the central heart isn't. It feels more homely, belly full, laid bare. And just open your heart to something greater than what you already know. Let the cells awaken to their ordinary and non-ordinariness. Be a servant of the heart. And similar to the heart cave meditation, if you notice yourself pulled into different channels or portals or tunnels or depths, remain innocent. If you're having a clearing of shadow in that area, remain innocent. Don't buy in. And be gentle to the talking head. It's trying really hard to save you from past circumstances. It's stuck on. As always, you can move in your meditation. My body just started to gently rock. Giving yourself permission to be moved. It's a place of downloading. Feels like a taproot into the multi-dimensional self. And let this Hrit Chakra, or the curiousness of the moment, draw you in deeper. It might bring you down to the torso and down the legs. And if that happens, just remain connected into the heart, down into the tunnel of the below aspect of yourself. And let this light heal you. Please count everything that's arising as okay, given, natural. I used to rehearse self-abuse during meditation, so I like to remind the body to find the discovery that it's okay. It's okay. can feel the connection of the people that are here in their hearts. And perhaps other times that we've interacted over the lifetimes or history. It feels familiar. Feels like exchange of business cards. Collective support. And if you're watching this later, not live, please include yourself, because time isn't limited on the soul. This grace that flows has a natural movement of freedom and purity and gentleness, can move into the channels that are blocked and tired, afraid. And it's an allowing. Humility to not know how to do it right, and let that be okay. Or not believe yourself that says it's doing it right. It's so good. One more step into this humility. You can just strap yourself to the magic carpet and see where it goes, with the intention of discovering the lower heart. Your lower heart, your life, your moment, your now. Not what I say. And a blob is perfectly true if it's a blob. Oh, whatever, a numbness, an explosion, a portal, whatever. It's God. All is God. Sometimes it can feel like you're tapping into a wellspring. If you go into that part of the body, it can just pour into the rest of the body. It might pour insights that you have left long ago, or you stored there till a better time. And you can let that unfold itself into the parts of the body that are not feeling so hot or need support. And really trust that this light will come for you, is coming for you. And what's here and what's given is just right. You can return your attention gently to the Hrit Chakra, the lower heart, in front of the spine or within the spine. Or you can let it take you on an adventure of what's true for you. We have all these channels in our body that help to awaken, heal, and grow our emotional, physical, subtle bodies. And this meditation is permission to do so, to grow, to evolve, to heal, to cry. To discover. And giving the self your time is of value. Feel a sweetness towards yourself for stopping. Even partially stopping is a gift. And if the body just wants to notice what breath is like in that area, you can become curious about that. How does it feel in the back of your lower heart? Letting the energies that are coming from the subtle realms drop all the way into the lungs, bones, sternum, spine, spinal column. Old injuries, chronic tensions. And feel the body glow. Feel the body awaken. Feel the life that comes from stopping and paying attention to what's already here, what's given. Notice all of the threads that are pulling you in every direction to try to find this raw, open moment, this raw life force. Let it be given. Let it hold you. Let it come. Let it surprise you. Everywhere where there's a direction, forgetting, resolving, figuring, Let this light flow into those places, those feelings in the body, and resolve themselves here, now. Give yourself some resolution, some finding after the seeking. And if the shift is subtle, value that. Place your attention on the subtleness. Not in wanting, just in curiosity, like you would enjoy a flower or a tree or a sunset. If you have contractions or tensions in the body, letting them communicate with places with less tension. If the Hrit has opened and is pouring into the body, letting the courage be there to visit the places that are not so nice. And stretching your ability to feel good for once. If that's what's here. Don't let the mind convince you that you're not holy. It's just not where our information comes from about these things. To know how well you're doing is none of the mind's business. There's layers upon layers of unseen support present here. From within, without, above and below. To help tutor the densest, heaviest, most wrecked parts of ourselves. We can allow it to come through those cracks, like that dandelion in the image, that I had found yet earlier. Letting it seep into the cracks of our soul that have been left because they're too much. And we don't want to visit there. Those are the best places where the light can find, grow, and heal, and be left with something new, something surprising. Give it to yourself. Take it, take everything. Learning to live from this deeper sense of supportedness, love, trust requires that we allow it to unfold. So, as you're discovering this life, this tonight's exploration of the lower heart, feeling into the possibility of it being your director, teaching you new things. And if it's too much to contain your attention, trusting that the uncontained is what you're for now. You can rest back into the experience of being, or the resourcing of the agitation or dropout in the body. Body deserves to discover and come along. The quietest layers of ourselves belong here, belong in this awake, magic life. And opening your pores and imagining a light coming in the top of your head and down past your eyes, down your throat, down your higher heart, right in front of your spine, like a column of light, down into your central heart, and down below into your lower heart, letting that radiate like a solar sun. It feels like there's not words for the radiance that's present there. Like a mining expedition that found a new gem, a new stone. And oftentimes it will, just bringing our attention there will be clearing out the layers of ouch on top of that place. So being so kind to those places, knowing that's it, that's the way to. It's perfect. And each one of those layers has a gem in it of knowing what the darkness really is. In the realm of the soul, the darkness is not dark. And it's a gift to know that. You can let the Hrit open down into the depths, down your spine, out your tailbone, down your legs, like a 3-pronged plug, connecting to the lower bodies and allowing your attention to be filled into the whole higher and lower aspects of yourself. And there's full permission for whoever you are in this moment. To beg the question if there's light here too. And thanks for coming on this journey with me, and feel free to keep opening into the evening and letting the heart channel keep unfolding you, and I will as well. No need to stop meditating. You can go throughout your evening with whatever you've discovered here. Thank you.